the dishes are stacking up, bills need to be paid, kids need to be fed, and work is piling up on your desk. These are all things that happen in day-to-day life. During day-to-day life, have you ever thought of if you've had time to shower today? Have you eaten today? Did you drink enough water today? A lot of times these are things that get neglected. Today I want to sway each and every one of you into taking self-care practices seriously and taking care of yourself before you take care of others. Because not taking care of yourself before you try to take care of others tends to end detrimentally, and you can end up with health issues and not being able to handle your day-to-day life. So, as said by the International Self-Care Foundation, it is difficult for others to adopt and sustain good self-care practices. This is because a lot of times, as the obstacles start occurring, you hear what I like to call the don't-haves. So you don't have the money, you don't have the time, you don't have the energy, or you don't know how to practice self-care. And for a lot of us, it's learning how to get around those obstacles that make self-care practical. And it's important for us to practice self-care because self-care is the foundation of healthcare. As said by in the Wellness Revolution Warriors, self-neglect can lead to you believing that no one cares about you, when the truth is you don't care enough about yourself. If we don't care enough about ourselves, nobody else is going to care about us. It is important for us to take care of ourselves before we take care of others, because without our own health, we aren't able to take care of others. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how you can make self-care practical. And to do so, I'd like to look at the word practical and its meaning. And practical, in definition, means of or concerned with the actual doing or use of something rather than the theory or idea. So it's actually doing it. And just like the little fish in the jumping from one bowl to the other, it's not thinking about it, it's just doing it. It's not about trying to figure out if you have the money to go get a massage or a facial or take a vacation. It's about learning how to take care of yourself in your own home. There are 274 ideas on developinggoodhabits.com, and most of which do not include any extra money, only include your time. Things like reading a good book, spending time with friends, having a good laugh, or having a time that you schedule yourself to cry, because stress does pile up and you may need that time to just let it all out. And give yourself a scheduled time to say, I'm going to start at this time and cry, I'm going to end at this time, and that's your cry period and you're done. Other things include watching a good movie, maybe having a glass of wine. It's not always about spending all the money, it's about learning how to find yourself in a place of peace. And when it's not about overwhelming yourself, it's about taking care of yourself. So it's not about doing everything all at once, it's about trying to manage your time to where you get time for yourself, because you do matter. So as said by the portable therapist, Susanna Collin, in her book, she says, a way of being self-confident is a way of being in the world that allows you to know yourself and to take care of yourself. And that is to know that it's okay to make mistakes, to have a bad day, to be less than perfect, to do what's best for you sometimes and not others. It's valuing yourself, feeling good about yourself, being courageous, and feeling worthy. What would it look like if you were able to take care of yourself? How would you perform at work? How would you perform at school? What would your life look like if you were more relaxed? What would your life look like if you don't have all of the stresses because you know how to handle them? How would your life look if you had the time to decompress? You cannot take care of others if you don't take care of yourselves. And what I'd like to end on is just like the life lessons learned on a flight. The flight attendant tells you to put your mask on before you take care of the child that you're flying with. Because if you are not able to breathe, how are you able to save someone else's life? I'd like to thank you guys for coming out tonight to listen to me, urge you to take care of yourselves in a practical way. I'd urge you to use these practical ideas in your day-to-day life, and when necessary, save up for a massage or a facial to treat yourself.